Welcome to Book Spoilers Alert, your one-stop channel for detailed insights into your favorite books before you dive into them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a spoiler. Today, we're setting our sights on To Kill a Mockingbird, a timeless masterpiece penned by Harper Lee. Born in the heart of Alabama in the Roaring '20s, Lee's experiences with racial inequality and injustice heavily influenced this heart-wrenching tale. Stay tuned as we delve into the heart of this timeless classic. At the core of To Kill a Mockingbird lies a deeply moving narrative. This timeless tale by Harper Lee unfolds in the small town of Macomb, Alabama, during the Great Depression. The story is narrated by Scout Finch, a precocious 6-year-old girl who lives with her older brother Jem and their widowed father, Atticus Finch, a deeply moral and respected lawyer. The narrative primarily revolves around Scout and Jem's childhood adventures, their friendship with a boy named Dill, and Atticus's controversial defense of Tom Robinson, a black man accused of a crime he didn't commit. Harper Lee deftly weaves together themes of racial injustice, loss of innocence, and moral complexity, all seen through the innocent eyes of young Scout. But remember, this is just the surface of this profound story. Now let's dive deeper into the characters who breathe life into this narrative. The characters of To Kill a Mockingbird are the pillars that uphold its profound narrative. Let's delve into the heart of this beloved classic by Harper Lee, exploring the characters who breathe life into the story. Leading the pack is Jean-Louise Scout Finch, our young narrator. She's a fiery tomboy, full of curiosity and innocence. As the story unfolds, we see her maturing and grappling with the harsh realities of racial inequality and social injustice in her small southern town. Next up is Atticus Finch, Scout's father, a beacon of moral fortitude. He is a lawyer who defends a black man falsely accused of a crime, in spite of the town's prejudice. His unwavering commitment to justice and empathy sets the moral compass for the story and forms the backbone of his parenting. Then there's Jem Finch, Scout's older brother. He's a mirror to Scout's innocence, but also a bridge to the adult world. His journey from boyhood to maturity, marked by the loss of innocence, is a key subplot of the novel. The trio's interactions with the other characters add layers to the narrative. Take Boo Radley, a recluse shrouded in mystery and local legend. His character challenges the children's and the town's preconceived notions, teaching them lessons in empathy and understanding. Then there's Calpurnia, the Finch family's black housekeeper. She's a figure of authority and warmth for Scout and Jem, offering a different perspective of the racial divide in their society. And finally, Tom Robinson, the black man unjustly accused, whose plight forms the central conflict of the story. His character is a poignant representation of the racial injustices prevalent in the era. The diverse cast of characters, each with their unique backgrounds, motivations, and relationships, are instrumental in weaving a tale that is both riveting and thought-provoking. They serve as mirrors, reflecting the societal issues of the time, providing a profound commentary on prejudice, innocence, and morality. These characters set the stage for a plot that is both riveting and thought-provoking. The plot of To Kill a Mockingbird is a compelling mix of drama, emotion, and social commentary. We journey through the story from the perspective of Scout Finch, a young girl living in the fictional town of Macomb, Alabama, during the Great Depression. The story begins on a seemingly innocent note, with Scout, her older brother Jem, and their friend Dill fascinated by their reclusive neighbor, Boo Radley. This mysterious figure sets the stage for the children's adventures and misadventures as they attempt to lure him out of his seclusion, a subplot that weaves itself throughout the narrative. However, the story takes a sobering turn when Scout's father, the upright lawyer Atticus Finch, is appointed to defend Tom Robinson, a black man falsely accused of raping a white woman. From here on, we delve into the heart of the plot, a poignant exploration of racial injustice. The trial of Tom Robinson forms the crux of the story. Despite compelling evidence in Tom's favor, the racially prejudiced jury delivers a guilty verdict, a decision that shatters the innocence of Scout and Jem and exposes them to the harsh realities of their society. Following the trial, the children are targeted in a vengeful attack by the disgraced accuser's father, Bob Ewell. In a dramatic turn of events, it is Boo Radley who comes to their rescue, thus revealing the true character behind the reclusive facade. The plot of To Kill a Mockingbird is not just a sequence of events, but a journey through contrasting experiences of childhood innocence and harsh societal truths. It's a tale that navigates the complexities of moral courage and empathy in a deeply flawed society. Through the unfolding of these events, Harper Lee presents us with a mirror to our own society, making us question our understanding of justice, compassion, and humanity. The plot, with its twists and turns, is a vehicle to drive home the stark realities of racial discrimination, the loss of innocence, and the redeeming power of understanding and compassion. However, the plot is not just about the dramatic courtroom showdown or the thrilling rescue. It is about the relationships between the characters, their growth, and the lessons they learn. It's about Scout's journey from naivety to understanding, Jem's transition from innocence to disillusionment, and Atticus's unwavering commitment to justice and morality. But what do these events signify? Let's explore the underlying themes of the book. To Kill a Mockingbird is much more than just a story. It's a social critique wrapped in a narrative. One of the dominant themes in Harper Lee's masterpiece is the loss of innocence. We see this through the eyes of Scout, Jem, and Dill as they grapple with the harsh realities of racism and injustice in the town of Maycomb. This theme is most poignantly explored through Tom Robinson's trial, a stark example of the tragic consequences of prejudice. Racism and prejudice are other central themes that Harper Lee meticulously weaves into her narrative. The insidious nature of these societal ills is portrayed through the townspeople's treatment of Tom Robinson, a black man wrongfully accused of a crime he didn't commit. This theme is further amplified by the character of Atticus Finch, who, despite the town's disapproval, stands up for justice and equality, teaching his children, and us, the readers, the importance of empathy and understanding. The theme of courage is beautifully depicted in the characters of Atticus and Mrs. Dubose. Atticus shows moral courage by defending Tom Robinson, knowing full well the backlash he would face. Mrs. Dubose, on the other hand, demonstrates physical courage in her battle against morphine addiction. These characters serve as a reminder that courage can take many forms and is not always about grand gestures. Lastly, the theme of education is subtly yet powerfully presented. Harper Lee challenges the traditional education system through Scout's experiences at school. She emphasizes that the most valuable lessons are often learned outside the classroom, through personal experiences and moral teachings. All these themes converge to form a profound commentary on society, encouraging readers to question and challenge their preconceived notions. Harper Lee uses her narrative to shed light on the complexities of human nature and the importance of empathy and understanding. These themes are brought to life through unexpected twists and turns, making To Kill a Mockingbird a rich and compelling exploration of human morality. Now, brace yourselves as we venture into the realm of spoilers. In Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, there are several significant turning points and twists that shape the narrative and the characters within it. Before we dive into these, remember, we're entering spoiler territory. If you're not ready for that, feel free to pause here. Firstly, we have the trial of Tom Robinson, a black man wrongfully accused of assaulting a white woman. Despite the evidence clearly favoring Tom, he's convicted. This is a turning point for our young protagonists, Scout and Jem. They witness firsthand the deep-seated prejudice and injustice in their society, challenging their innocent view of their world. Next, we have a twist that comes towards the end of the novel. Boo Radley, the reclusive neighbor who's been a source of fear and fascination for Scout and Jem, becomes their savior. In a terrifying encounter, they're attacked by Bob Ewell, the father of the woman who accused Tom Robinson. It's Boo who steps in and rescues them. This twist challenges their preconceived notions about Boo, and they realize that he's not the monster they imagined him to be. Another key turning point is the death of Tom Robinson. Unable to bear the injustice of his situation, Tom attempts to escape from prison and is shot dead. This event deepens the sense of tragedy in the novel and further exposes the harsh realities of racial prejudice. Lastly, we have the revelation of Boo Radley's true character. In the final scenes, Scout escorts Boo back to his house, realizing that he's a kind, gentle soul, not the specter they had imagined. Despite these revelations, there's much more to Kill a Mockingbird than meets the eye. The novel is rich with layers of symbolism, social commentary, and intricate character development. It's a story that compels us to confront our own prejudices and question our understanding of justice and morality. So, despite knowing these spoilers, there's still a wealth of depth to explore. So, why read To Kill a Mockingbird even after knowing the spoilers? You might ask. Well, the beauty of Harper Lee's classic lies not just in the plot, but in the rich tapestry of characters, the exploration of timeless themes, and the evocative depiction of a time and place that is both universal and deeply personal. This book is a journey, not a destination. It's the experience of walking in someone else's shoes, of seeing life through the eyes of Scout, Jem, and Atticus Finch. The overall impact of To Kill a Mockingbird is profound. It's a novel that delves into the heart of human nature, exploring the complexities of morality, the innocence of childhood, and the harsh realities of racism and injustice. It's a book that compels us to reflect on our own beliefs, our own prejudices, and our own capacity for empathy and understanding. The strength of this book lies in its ability to transcend time and place, to speak to readers of all ages and backgrounds. It's a story that resonates as deeply today as it did when it was first published over half a century ago. Despite knowing the twists and turns, the joy of this book lies in the journey, the richness of the characters, the eloquence of Lee's prose, and the timeless themes that are woven throughout. Reading To Kill a Mockingbird is not just about uncovering the plot. It's about immersing oneself in a world that is at once familiar and foreign, comforting and challenging. It's about experiencing a slice of history, a piece of our shared humanity, through the eyes of characters who live, breathe, and leap off the pages. So yes, even after knowing the spoilers, To Kill a Mockingbird is worth exploring. It's a book that begs to be read and reread, to be pondered and discussed, to be cherished and shared. It's a book that reminds us of the power of literature to illuminate the human condition, to challenge our perceptions, and to ultimately enrich our lives. And that wraps up our spoiler alert for To Kill a Mockingbird. Comment below the next book you'd like us to explore. Until next time, happy reading.